The air was thick with coal smoke. Samantha coughed, pulling her shawl tighter. It was the 1930s in New York. Times were hard, especially for a single mother like Samantha. Each day was a struggle. She worked long hours at the garment factory. Her fingers ached, but she never complained. She had a son to feed, a roof to keep over their heads. Little David was her everything. He was a bright spark in her dreary world. His laughter was the only music she needed. His happiness was her sole purpose. But life had a way of testing even the strongest souls. One evening, Samantha sat by the window. The streetlights cast long shadows on the wall. David was asleep, his small chest rising and falling rhythmically. She picked up a discarded newspaper. An article caught her eye. Law school opens doors to women. A spark ignited within her, a flicker of a long-forgotten dream. Samantha had always been bright, a voracious reader. The law, with its intricacies and power to bring justice, had fascinated her. But life had other plans, pushing her dreams aside. Now, looking at David, she dared to hope. Maybe, just maybe, she could provide him a better life. Maybe she could become someone he could be proud of. The journey was far from easy. Samantha faced ridicule and skepticism. Law school was a man's world. A single mother had no place there. But Samantha was not one to back down. She juggled work, studies, and motherhood with unwavering determination. She spent sleepless nights poring over law books, her mind buzzing with legal precedents. There were moments of doubt, of overwhelming exhaustion. But then she would look at David, at the hope shining in his eyes, and she would find the strength to carry on. Years passed in a blur of hard work and sacrifice. Samantha graduated law school, a triumph against all odds. She found work not in the gleaming towers of Wall Street, but in the shadows, in the hidden underbelly of New York. The city had secrets, places unknown to most. Beneath the bustling streets, a network of tunnels and forgotten stations formed a city within a city. A refuge for the forgotten, the ostracized, the different. It was a world of whispers and shadows, of unspoken rules and hidden agendas. But it was a world that resonated with Samantha's own struggles, a world where she could make a real difference. Samantha thrived in this underground world. She became a voice for the voiceless, a champion for those who had nowhere else to turn. She fought for their rights, navigated the complex legal system on their behalf. Her clients were a motley crew immigrants struggling to find their footing, artists and dreamers seeking sanctuary, and those simply trying to survive on the fringes of society. Samantha listened to their stories, their struggles echoing her own. She fought their battles with a ferocity born from her own experiences, and slowly she began to earn their trust, their respect, their admiration. Section 6. Whispers of Japan. One case, however, would change everything. A Japanese immigrant accused of a crime he swore he didn't commit. He spoke of a hidden city beneath Tokyo, much like New York's, but older, steeped in ancient traditions. He claimed his case was connected to this hidden world, a world of yakuza and ancient codes of honor. Samantha was skeptical at first, but the desperation in his eyes, the sincerity in his voice gave her pause. She delved into his case, uncovering a web of lies and deceit. The deeper she dug, the more she realized the truth was far stranger, far more dangerous than she could have imagined. Section 7. Beneath Tokyo Streets. Her investigation led her across the ocean to the bustling streets of Tokyo. The city pulsed with a vibrant energy, a stark contrast to the grim realities of the underground. She found her way into the hidden city, a labyrinth of ancient tunnels and secret chambers, a stark contrast to the gritty underworld of New York. Here, tradition and modernity clashed, creating a unique and dangerous atmosphere. Samantha found herself caught in a power struggle between ancient yakuza clans and modern criminal syndicates. Her legal expertise was useless here, replaced by the need for cunning, for street smarts, for survival instincts she never knew she possessed. Section 8. Finding her place. Samantha learned to navigate this new world, relying on her wits and her unwavering sense of justice. She uncovered the truth behind her client's case, exposing a conspiracy that reached the highest levels of power. Her victory came at a cost. She had made powerful enemies both in the shadows and in the light, but she had also found something unexpected, a sense of belonging, a purpose that transcended the boundaries of language and culture. She had found a home, not in a place but in a cause, in the fight for justice, for those who had no one else to fight for them. Section 9. Legacy of Strength. Samantha's journey was far from over. She continued her work, her reputation growing, her legend spreading through whispers in the shadows. She became a symbol of hope, a beacon of justice in a world often shrouded in darkness. She had come a long way from the struggling single mother in a New York tenement, but the values she carried with her, the love for her son, the unwavering belief in fairness, those never wavered. They were the foundation upon which she built her life, her career, her legacy, and as she looked at the world, at the injustices still prevalent, she knew her fight was far from over. There were more battles to be fought, more voices to be heard, and Samantha, the girl from the wrong side of the tracks, the single mother who dared to dream, would be there, ready to answer the call.